Kapan Mining and Processing Enterprise is one of the largest enterprises of the town, which is a working place for many of our fellow citizens. Today we'll talk with the General Director of Kapan Mining and Processing Enterprise, trying to sum up the past year and many other important issues. Mr. Rushkov, there have been more than 6 months that Kapan Combine works under your leadership. It can be said that the adaptation phase is completed. How will you assess working capabilities of the enterprise?
Оцените рабочие возможности предприятий.
Спасибо за вопрос. Добрый день. Действительно, да, можно сказать, что адаптационный период уже прошел, проведен тщательный детальный анализ текущей ситуации производства, имеющихся мощностей.
Good day and thank you for the question. Yes, really, it must be said that the adaptation period has already passed. There have been implemented a detailed study of production current situation, present capabilities. There was evaluated the personal potential of the enterprise. Within this period, we tried to change traditional management methods and we switched to management corporate system, both organizational management and mine planning. Now we invest corporate systems in industrial safety control. We plan to invest the ecological management system. Although mine equipment fleet is sufficiently worn, both technically and morally, we managed to support not only the production within this period, but also somewhat to improve it, mainly the expense of implementation of organizational technical measures and investments. We managed to increase the accompanying exploration volume, the volume of early exploration almost twice. We managed to increase the volumes of vein preparation operations, the volumes of ore mining and processing, and naturally the volumes of final product. Therefore, the next year, started from January, we will invest new mine equipment, both in 2016 and within the framework of the program of technical re-equipment in 2017. There are planned investment of more than 20 units of mining equipment. They are equipment of world-famous manufacturers as Atlas Copco, Sandvik, Normet, which will allow us to implement the programs of 2017.
Более 20 единиц горной техники. Это техника общеизвестных мировых производителей Atlas Copco, Sandvik, Normet, которая позволит нам реализовать планы 2017 года.
Have you already received the profit?
Вы знаете,
You know, the financial results of the company are recorded to us twice a year. That's in March and in August. In requirements set out in exchange for all the organizations registering securities. That's why when the results will be officially announced, we'll let you know. In summer, within the celebration of miners, there you gave an interview in which you stated that there will be developed systems that will allow the employees, and in particular the miners, to increase the salaries as much as they can earn and want to earn. Please, can you tell us, are these systems already invested and with which principles do they work?
С января месяца 2017 года будет
Started from January of 2017, there will be applied new payment system, as well as from the performance results of production figures of the whole company. Additionally, there are planned motivation systems of the personnel from the different sources. That's why not only the miner, but also each employer will be interested in. They will be motivated toward final target, is the increase of production figures of the company.
Дополнительно предусмотрены системы мотивации персонала, это премирование из различных источников. Поэтому здесь уже каждый, не только рудник, а каждый работник предприятия будет заинтересован на конечную цель, замотивирован на конечную цель, это выполнение производственных показателей в целом по предприятию.
What will you say about the cooperation with authorities and the population of Kapan and Geranush communities? As down the precious metals, Kapan was extremely active in this area.
Я не хочу возвращаться назад. Я считаю, что с главами общин Капана, Гигануша, Мигри мы
I don't want to look back. I think that with the leaders of Kapan, Megri and Geranush communities, we work in very narrow conditions. We have very fast and very deliberative dialogues. We are in constant touch and try to respond to certain requests and issues in time. On December 12th, we signed a contract on socio-economic cooperation with Kapan community, and in 2017 there is planned an investment of 150 million drams. Tomorrow we'll sign an agreement with Megri community. That's why generally we always are open for dialogue and for the community.
Год. Завтра мы подписываем соглашение с общиной Мигри, поэтому, в принципе, мы всегда открыты для диалога и для общения.
В интервью вы также
You also confirmed in your interview that the strengthening works of Geranush tailing dam, which were started by Dundee Precious Metals Kapan, will be finished by you. Can you tell us how work is progressing?
как продвигается работа?
О сроках завершения говорить не будем, мы пришли сюда всерьез и надолго. Да, в течение этого прошедшего периода времени как специалистами предприятия, так и специалистами по...
We'll not talk about the deadlines of work completion. We came here serious and long term. Yes, during the previous period, there were carried out detailed studies of Darling's Dam, both by the company professionals and by the professionals of polymetal engineering. Is the project institute of our leading company, as well as there were carried out the analysis of project documents, which had been developed yet by our previous ones. In general, there was given a positive assessment to project documentation and firmness of the dam. But despite this, in 2017, we plan to conduct additional geological engineering researches. What concerns the work programs, we have to develop the project documentation, which generally will plan the modernization of the tailings dam for its further operation, because there is assumed an increase of production capabilities, such as ore reprocessing of Xiaomian and Lichuas deposits. That's why all aspects will be reviewed in project documentation, as both the firmness of the tailings dam and pulp pipelines. Particular attention was paid to those motives and that are circulated in the mass media, causing widespread concern. That's why we'll try to refer to all the issues that concern the residents.
Тем вопросам, которые вот сейчас очень массово муссируются, да, в средствах массовой информации, вызывает озабоченность местных жителей. Поэтому мы постараемся ответить на все вопросы, которые волнуют жителей в частности.
Спасибо. С апреля месяца
What kind of ecological projects have been implemented under your leadership from April till today, and what kind are planned to be implemented in 2017? Is there present a list of ecological measures that the company is planning for 2017?
на 2017 год?
Ну, вы знаете, опять же, может быть, повторюсь, детальному анализу была подвержена вся деятельность предприятия, в том числе и анализ экологической обстановки, и воздействия нашего предприятия, наших объектов на окружающую среду. Поэтому были выявлены узкие и проблемные места.
You know, maybe I'll repeat, but there has been carried out a detailed analysis over the whole activity of the enterprise, including the analysis of the ecological situation and analysis of the impact on the environment of our enterprise. Therefore, there were pointed out narrow and problematic places that we got targeted, and those solutions require additional engineering decisions and design of project documents. Maybe it requires a certain period of time in terms of implementation or dates, because for the implementation of any idea, there is required the design of the documents, examinations, public hearings, developments of project assessing the impact on the environment. Thanks to you and to the public, there was brought to our attention a heavy legacy. It's the central reservoir. It's Tajadin West Dams. It's again our tailings dam. Any constructive shortcomings which we'll solve within 2017. Each project of this kind requires investments, and there are developed individual industries or complete projects with their charter, implementation schedule with their responsible people for each of these programs within the framework of our company policy. Therefore, we take into account all these circumstances and plans for 2017. As for our activities outside the enterprise, here we are trying to involve the company's employees too, as well as residents of the town in the implementation of certain competitions, nominations, handicrafts, painting preparation. We participate in cleaning days, and this trend will continue its development for the next year too. In 2017, there is also planned an investment for the cleaning of Vokhchi River within the framework of cooperation of socio-economic development, which is also an important project, and there will be invested additional funds for the purchase of garbage trucks and placement of trash bins, which also contributes to the cleanliness of the town.
Эта направленность продолжит свое развитие. Плюс в 2017 году предполагается инвестирование средств предприятия в рамках социально-экономического соглашения в очистку реки Вахчи, тоже как бы немаловажный проект. Дополнительно будут инвестированы средства в приобретение мусоровозной машины, установки мусорных баков, что также будет способствовать очистке нашего города от каких-то проявлений мусора.
Господин Ушков, как вы думаете?
Mr. Ushko, what do you think? Will the exploration of Lichk-Lehvas deposit be efficient and effective, given the fact that it's located far from Kapan Combine?
Далеко от Капанского ГОК.
Ну, знаете, во всех регионах своего присутствия компания «Полиметалл» придерживается стратегии, это создание производственных
In
хабов.
all those regions where Polymetal Company is present, it remains faithful to one strategy and is the creation of production hubs. Lichwa State Deposit is just located 70 kilometers from the town of Kapan. We have an experience in the implementation of such projects, such as the creation of production hubs 150 kilometers from the producing plant. That's why we don't see any problem here. The whole question is only in the building of deposit reserves or raw material quality and efficient logistics.
Здесь никаких сложностей. Весь вопрос здесь только в качестве месторождения, в его запасах, в качестве сырья и в выстраивании эффективной логистики.
По вашему мнению, каким должен быть...
In your opinion, how should be the staff of an enterprise like yours? What kind of work and human qualities is encouraged and vice versa?
Приветствуются, а какие, наоборот, не приветствуются?
Вы знаете, конечно, приветствуется профессионализм, приветствуется умение адаптироваться ко всему новому.
Of course, there is welcomed the professional skills ability to adapt to everything new. There is a very welcomed quick learning ability, responsibility, purposefulness, achieve results. They are not encouraged, which I personally don't like, the irresponsible attitude toward working obligations and disrespect.
И чего я лично не люблю, это халатное отношение к своим обязанностям, и это недостойное поведение.
Это у вас на
I think these are basically working qualities, but what do you think about the human qualities?
человеческих качествах?
Человеческие качества, наверное,
Perhaps the friendship from the human qualities, the ability of communication, finding a common language. Generally, I don't like when people are lying. It's categorically unacceptable.
очень не люблю, когда обманывают люди. Это вообще категорически неприемлемо.
Спасибо.
Thank you. How do you feel yourself in Kapan? What do you like here and vice versa?
Вы знаете, мне, наверное, есть чем сравнить, потому что...
You know, I have what to compare, as the last years of my life were connected with Magadan and Magadan region. That's why there is a basis for comparison. I like everything here, the climate, nature, like people here, their friendship and hospitality. I really like the food. I perhaps don't like, although I wouldn't say that I don't like it, but there is one feature related to roads from Kapan to Yerevan, as you have to solve a lot of things in Yerevan and the road is just exhausting. That's it. But everything else is good. Me and my family like here everything. More than that, here is my beloved business.
Очень много дел приходится решать в Ереване, и дорога, она просто выматывает, чисто физически. Вот и все. А в остальном все хорошо. Здесь мне нравится здесь, мне самому, моей семье, тем более здесь любимое место работы, поэтому...
New is coming. What would you wish to our audience?
Вы знаете, я спасибо вам за представленное слово, учитывая этот момент и возможность.
Thank you for giving a word and using the chance. In New Year, I want to wish only prosperity to all people of the town, to our employees, as well as all citizens. Let all the cherished dreams come true. Let them have strong belief toward the future, that success leads everywhere and in everything. Happy New Year!
Пусть крепнет вера в будущее. Успех пусть способствует всегда и во всем. С Новым годом!
We remind that we were talking with the General Director of Kapan Ore Mining and Processing Enterprise. Հայրփի Աղաջանյան, Արսեն Սարգսյան, Դավիթ Եսայան, Սյունիք Online.